going to explain about structure of the web table, creating headings and cells in a table, creating cells that span multiple rows and columns, create row and column groups, add a caption and a summary to a table, format a table using HTML attributes. Let us see that how the tables are inserted in HTML. In each HTML table, a web page follows a basic structure consisting of the table element and a collection of table rows nested in the table element. The given below is the syntax of HTML table. Table tag specifies we are inserting the table to the HTML web page, and that below that tier specifies we are specifying the data from row wise. Both table and tier have the opening and closing tags. Table headings. Here, the cells that identify the specific table row or column are marked using th tag. And the data cells are marked with td tag. We can insert the data or contents of table with the help of td tag. Here, both the heading and data tags also have opening and closing tags. Here we discussing about the important topic spanning rows and columns. A spanning cell is a single cell that occupies more than one row or one column in the table. To create a table cell that spans several columns, add the attribute. We can specify column span is equals to value to the cell, where value is the number of columns covered by the cell. Similar to that, to create a table cell that spans several rows, add the attribute. Here we specify row span is equals to value to the cell, where value is the number of rows covered by the cell. Here we are discussing about how we give the caption to the table. To create a table caption, add the caption element directly below the opening table tag with the syntax. It is a syntax for providing caption to the table, it having both opening and closing tag. Marking row groups. We can divide a table's rows into row groups in which each group element contains different types of content and can be formatted differently. A table can have multiple table body row groups. And also we can make column groups. Once the table columns have been determined by the browser, we can reference them through the use of column groups. Below is the example for how we specify the column groups in HTML code while creating the table. And also we can add the summary to the table. The summary attribute allows you to include a more detailed description about the table. You can include the summary inside the opening table tag. The given below is the example for summary of the given table. Formatting tables with HTML attributes. The amount of space between table cells is known as cell spacing. The cell padding means the space between the cell contents and the cell border. Cell spacing and cell padding is more important while we inserting the data into the table. We can give the size and space of the cell with the help of CSS and in the unit of pixels. And also we can give PT, CM examples. To define the padding within the table cells, add the attribute cell padding is equals to value to the table element, where value is the size of the padding space in pixels. As we discussed before, to define the space between table cells and the attributes, cell space is equals to value to the table element, where value is the space between table cells in pixels. And also we can give the value of values in the form of pt, cm, percentage, etc. To set the width of the table to a specific value, add the width attribute. It should be in the opening tag of the table. Many browsers also support the height attribute. It is also in the opening tag of the table. We can use HTML to set the row heights by applying the height attribute. Row height will be specified in tr tag and it is in opening tag. Table frame specifies which sides of a table or which sides of the table cells will have borders. We can specify border is equals to value, frame is equals to what type in the opening table tag. All these tr, td, th tags are come under the table tag. A table rule specifies how the internal grid lines are drawn within the table. The given below is the syntax for the table rule. Border is equals to value, rules is equals to type, which should be specified in the opening table tag. The given below are the tables of different specifications. First table specifies the border for all the cells. Second table specifies border for only columns. And the third table specifies borders for specified groups. And the fourth table specifies there is no border for any cell. And the fifth table specifies border for only rows. If the user will not provide the where the table header will be located and the what type of align the text is, by default, browsers horizontally center the contents of the table header cells and left align the contents of the table data cells. To control the horizontal alignment, user should provide the align is equals to position where it should be suitable. To control the vertical alignment, user can specify v align is equals to position. Thank you one and all for listening my video.